The strangest thing happened on my last defect run. I got to the shop, and the power there said it channeled one lightning every time I played a power, but it cost $130,000 in a criminal record. Turns out it was a Stormy Daniels.
Oh, would you look at that? Straight out the gate, you're insulting an innocent man. What a witch hunt.
Good one, Barack. That's a good one.
Jesus Christ, first they take away my PC for the trial, and now this. I've been forced to play the Switch version of Spire, and my cards keep glitching out. Very sad, Port. Very sad.
How about we continue this tier list, gentlemen, to take Trump's mind off his looming incarceration?
Whatever. I'm not having Joe driving again. I saw his stream today, and he fell asleep halfway through the champ fight. Before I know it, he's sleep talking about smelling some kid's hair, and Jill has to pull the plug for him.
I admit that I was asleep earlier, but hear me out. My doctor, she gave me a new kind of talky pill to help with my talking to everyday folks back home, but it made Joe doze off.
Well, I'm glad we've cleared that up, but I'm happy for Trump to take the wheel. How do you feel about Combust?
Oh, very kind of you. Combust is anti-American garbage. If I wanted to blow myself up to deal damage to my enemies, I would have flown into Pearl Harbor.
I'll attempt to treat you with equanimity in this trying time, Donald. But can we keep it light and avoid talking about major national tragedies?
The only tragedy is this card. I hear a lot of people talking about how bad it is. A lot of people D tier.
Now, Trump, this card can really help against the sentries and the gremlin slaver. It's decent damage in a pinch and helps with rupture and blood for blood. I'd put it in C tier at minimum.
Don't you hate when this thing procs your puzzle and those precious 3 cards fall from your hands into your discard pile? A bitter reminder of your own folly.
Oh, shut up. It's going in D tier because I said so. Moving on to my favorite, corruption. This thing will get you into office, Act 4.
Let's pretend we didn't hear that. Corruption is S tier, no questions. Most hallway fights are short, and corruption provides a huge source of free energy so you can attack and block at the same time. Then when the fight's nearly over, you only have attacks left so you can guarantee to kill your enemies.
Last time I picked this, it burned up all my cards, and then an armored dog grew a bunch of spikes and killed me.
You don't have to play it the first time you see it in every fight, you moron.
Trump's right, Joe, and in the fights where you do play it immediately, it shines. The list of synergies for this card is as long as my inauguration speech. Dead Branch, Karen's Ashes, Dark Embrace, Feel No Pain, Mummified Hand, Snecko Eye, Barricade, Body Slam, Bird
Jesus
Face,
Christ,
Turn,
does he ever
Pyramid,
stop?
Shockwave,
I find it's
Flame
best to
Barrier,
let him
Sentinel, which
finish.
of course in common parlance is referred to as the Shield of the Gods. Burning Pact, Flame Barrier, Strange Spoon, Orange Pellets.
It's S tier. We get it. My God, Barry. Can we move on to Dark Embrace? What a dorky card. Just play all the attacks you drew, then anything spare goes on block like a real American. Who cares about drawing a bunch of other cards so you can plan some goofy turn? C tier.
Hey, there isn't anything goofy about making good choices, Donald. This little fella fills up your hand when your cards start burning, and that there's a good thing.
This card costs 1 energy when upgraded and frequently draws upwards of 10 cards. I can't in good conscience put it anywhere below A tier. Don't you love playing power through second wind decks that cycle multiple body slams each turn? They're sublime.
This piece of shit burnt my entire deck to the ground last time I fought the Transient. I played a Fiend Fire with Necronomicon, and my entire squad of cards was dust. Very sad.
Maybe if you considered the consequences of your actions, you might not have landed yourself in such a pickle. And that isn't just for the Spire, Trump.
Oh, very funny, hilarious. Next thing you know, I'll be checking my draw pile and my potion chance. I'd sooner vote Democrat than do that nerdy shit.
I really have to insist on A tier, Donald. I'm not budging on this one. I know you love demon form, so let's talk about that.
S tier. Every time I play this card, all my loyal subscribers flood my channel with emotes. So many emotes. It's the best card. You'd have to be a dipshit not to pick it.
This card is slow as a turkey on Thanksgiving. It's like a delayed in flame that costs 3 times as much. We aren't climbing ascensions anymore, Donald.
This is a 1-card solution for fights like the Champ, and pairs very well with Reaper and Dual Wield or Exhume, but it might get you killed in Act 2. The slavers don't care about your demon form when they launch their ferocious assault from the east.
Slavers this, slow that. This card sums up what's great about Slay the Spire, dealing a metric fuck-ton of damage to anyone who tries to mess with you.
I'll allow demon form to be an A tier for its huge potential upsides, but know that Joe and I both have our reservations about this card.
You can't keep letting him walk all over us, Barack. We shouldn't reward him because he's being indicted.
That's it. I'm out of here. Fuck the lot of you.
Well, there goes that then. It's been a pleasure, Joe.
Thanks, Barack. It's high time for another nap for Joe. I'm hoping to get back to that dream I was having.
Blame is alive.